Today in the Soap Thing project, I am going to do a shave with Mitchell's Wool Fat. This has been made in England since 1893. If this is not a legacy soap, I don't know what is. I happen to know from watching other people try to lather this that it's quite a pain in the ass. So hopefully I can figure this out on the first try. I have never used Mitchell's Wool Fat as a shaving soap before. I use their bar soap in the shower a lot, but not this stuff. This is the first time I've used it. I am showing you the outer box because the ceramic container that it comes in is practically impossible to set up for a shave of the day photo. So here it is. The shaving soap comes in a ceramic dish just like this. This is about $30 to $35, depending on where you look, for the version that has the ceramic dish. Without the ceramic dish, it's about half of that, about 15 to 17 bucks. So, let's take a look at this. Here the soap is right here. The defining characteristic of this is the use of lanolin. That's what makes up the primary, I don't want to say the primary ingredient, but certainly the dominant ingredient in how you get a lather out of this is going to be the use of lanolin. Slick stuff on the face. Slickest soaps I've ever used were fairly heavy on lanolin, so hopefully this one is no different. So this is what a fresh refill puck would look like. It would just come like this. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and take this wrapping off. We'll have a look at it. This looks like it certainly could be triple milled. This is definitely a solid puck of soap. And the scent on it is a soapy, clean animal fat type of smell. Is definitely what it smells like to me. So let's get this ready to do a shave. The aftershave, I don't have anything that smells remotely close to the soap, and the soap I don't think has a matching aftershave, so Myrsol Metilsol will have to suffice. This is kind of a herbaceous sort of scent that I think will go just fine with this. The razor is going to be the Rockwell 6S. 316 injected molded stainless steel, and this has the 2 and 4 plate on it. Well, it currently has the 4 plate ready for the shave, and I have a fresh Gillette Nasset blade that's going to go into it, and the brush is going to be from HL Thader. It's going to be my 4292. This is kind of a fake horn with a 22 millimeter silver tip badger. Okay, let's give this a try. Okay, here's the brush with practically no water in it. It's damp, but if you hold it upside down or even squeeze it out, nothing's going to come out. I think the best way to do this is to start with very little water and work my way up. So I'm going to grab the puck. I'm not even going to bloom this thing. I'm just going to lather it right in my hand. So I'm going to take the tiniest amount of water on the brush, and I'm just going to start working this thing up, and we will see what happens. I am going to let this get quite thick and pasty before I try to equalize the water. Because one of my all-time favorite legacy soaps, Leah, their hard pucks are not this bad, but certainly similar in that you need to work up something before you start really adding water. So I'm going to turn the sink on just slightly to where there's like a drip. Drip of water. There we go. I'm just going to start working this up with the tiniest amounts of water at a time. And I'm not looking for a quick lather out of this. I am resigning myself to the fact that this is probably going to take a minute. Scrape some of that off the outsides. A little bit more water. Just the tiniest little drips of water. And I think we are starting to develop something that can be used as a lather. This would be a great soap to use in the winter because lanolin, I guess the story behind Mitchell's wool fat is people who were raising sheep would use the lanolin, which is sheep fat, to sort of heal their chapped hands from all the work they were doing. So lanolin has those kind of properties, and so if your face dries out really easily, or in the wintertime you're highly susceptible to chapped hands, this might be something to get into. Alright, I'm still not getting a very high volume lather, but this might be just about ready to go. And I have just been kind of agitating back and forth or circling on top of this thing the entire time. Inevitably, somebody's going to get in the comment section and be like, oh, you should have bloomed it first. Shut the hell up. If I can whip up a lather with every other puck of soap without first blooming it, then I can do it to this one. Okay, I think we can do something with this. It's been a minute. Those of you who are still here, thank you for your support. Alright, let's wet the face. I'm going to rub the excess on my fingers into the face. Use it as kind of a pre-shave. Okay, I need a towel. One moment. There we go. Alright, let's give it a try, see what happens. I've been using the Mitchell's Wool Fat bar soap, which, in fact, is right here. The Mitchell's Wool Fat bar soap looks exactly like this. And I've been using that in the shower for a while. And I gotta tell you, the scent of this is different than the scent of the the bar soap. The shaving soap smells more soapy clean, but the bar soap has less soapy clean smell and a bit more of the animal fat smell to it. So maybe there's more lanolin in it? I don't know. Wow, this stuff is rich. Holy crap. Look at that. Feels good. Smells good. Alright then. Here is the Rockwell 6S with a fresh Gillette Nasset blade. Hopefully I can manage not to hack myself up like I did the last shave. Let's give it a try. Here we go. I'm shaving off about 36 hours growth, about a day and a half. Scent strength on the Mitchell's wool fat is low. I'm going to call this a 2 out of 5 on the sniffometer. All right. Wow, this stuff is slick. It's not necessarily staying adhered to my face very well. Like, I have a feeling if I didn't, like, hurry up and shave, this stuff would slowly dissolve. It's thick enough in some places that the razor wasn't wanting to rinse. Okay, let's lather up for pass number 2. Yeah, so this scent is fairly straightforward as far as the actual scent character. It just smells soapy clean. It's got kind of honestly a little bit of a dial smell. There's nothing remarkably interesting about the scent. It smells soapy clean and sort of slightly animalic from the lanolin that's in it. And there's probably other ingredients in this that are making it, you know, have the lather characteristics that it does. But the lanolin is I think the important ingredient because that's what really slickens this stuff up. Oh, wow, I have a feeling I didn't even need to go as long as I did. Wow. Did this get reformulated? I was expecting it to be way harder to make a lather than this. This stuff is great. I mean, I've used older hard pucks from other brands, and I think where people go wrong is they use too much water too fast and they're in a hurry. So people are like not patient with some of these legacy soaps because artisans have set this standard that you should be able to, you know, really quickly get a lather. Well, that's not always going to happen with every product. Wow. Crazy thick and slick. This stuff is great. I think this is going to stick around in my den for off-camera shaves for quite a while. Alright, pass number 2. Hopefully no nicks or cuts. Here we go. Yeah, for 15 bucks for a refill puck, this shit will last you forever. Oh boy. I think I might have nicked my ear right there. We'll see what happens. Yeah, if I get deployed downrange anytime soon, I might have to take a couple of pucks of this. Because in a lot of the places we get deployed to in the Middle East, you know, like Jordan and Kuwait and places like that, Saudi Arabia, it gets dry out there. And I think we're just about done. I'm really trying to focus less time right here because that's where I cut myself last time. Okay. Let's have a rinse. Wow, that is impressive. The single most impressive thing I've ever seen in wet shaving is still, by a long shot, the Saponificio Veracino. I have never been more surprised and impressed by anything shaving related in my life. This has got to be a close second. This was very surprising. Maybe not in terms of scent, but in my opinion, that is not a mandate of a shaving product. That's what fragrances are for. If you're trying to smell good, that's why we have fragrances, colognes, and perfumes. A shaving product, the mandate of a shaving soap is that it is supposed to be slick. If you're trying to smell good, that's what fragrances are for, in my personal opinion. Like the fact that the shaving market, as far as hobbyists, has gotten so strongly flooded with high fragrance shaving soaps, I'm not convinced that that's a good thing. I wouldn't say that it's a bad thing, but I am no longer convinced that this gigantic uptick in high fragrance shaving soaps is a net positive to shaving. If you're a hobbyist, then sure it is. But it's not advancing shaving as far as where the rubber meets the road. Again, I got a little bit of a nick right there. I think that I just need to not use the Rockwell 6S shaving against the grain on my neck there. I can get away with it with the Yates razors, but I think the Rockwell 6S, I think I forgot how unforgiving it is on plate number 4 on my neck. Or maybe I just need to use a really mild blade. I think that's what it is. I seem to remember using milder blades with the 6S. I don't know. Okay. My final thoughts on Mitchell's Wool Fat. I think I kind of have to give this stuff a thumbs up. It's wonderful stuff. If you don't have at least a refill puck to play around with, you got to pick this stuff up. It's absolutely good to go. Okay, questions, comments, put it in the comment section of the video. Otherwise, until next time, this is Soap Thing telling you, shave like you mean it. Thanks for watching.